Okay, peace to the people. Peace to everybody in the YouTube. Peace to everybody on the Facebook. What's going on? Shout out to Sister Tootie. Shout out to Sister Angela. I see y'all. Anybody else coming in? Can I get a share? Shout out to everybody. Peace. This is a simulcast. This is a simulcast. What's up? This is a simulcast. All right, let me set up the shares, the invites. Let's get this party started as usual. As usual, let's get this party started. How y'all feeling today? Put something in the comment section. Can you see me? Yes, I can see you. Shout out to Sister Cotton of Fear. What's up? Who else is in here? Who else? Islam. Shout out to Sister Sandra. Wow. This thing is scary. Get crack-a-lacking. This thing is scary. Get popping. All right. I'm feeling really good. We're going to talk about some real life situations. I'm serious on that. We're going to talk about some real life situations on here. Hopefully y'all can enjoy this moment with me. All right, peace to everybody that supports. Shout out to Sister Christina Lee. Yes, I can see you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for everybody supporting the movement for what it's worth. Like I said, let me do these shares and invites. Let me get it set up. I'm going to talk about something interesting in here. I will be doing readings after the discussion. I usually like to say a prayer or two, do some form of meditation before I do a reading. So if you want me to do a reading, I suggest that you stick around for the crown also. And you get your number ready. I usually tell people to pick a number between 1 and 31. All right. So, excuse me. I want to talk about something interesting in here, you know, with family. Hopefully y'all can hear me clear. If y'all can hear me clear, just say what's up. Y'all can hear me clear. I'm just setting up my microphone and everything. Y'all know I just made a migration from New York. I made a migration from New York. Me and my family, we had to move in light of everything that was going on with the coronavirus. We had to move. I didn't want to be a part of basically martial law that's on the island, which is Harlem. All right. So I'm gonna do a little bit more shares. Can y'all do some shares, some invites? Let's get some people in here. Let's get the algorithm popping. Put something in the comment section. Okay, 9. All right, I'm going to focus on 9 for you. Okay? What I want you to do, if you want me to do a reading, what I want you to do is basically think about the question, think about the matter. Don't ask me why green is green. I want you to think about the matter, all right? Thank you. I want you to think about the matter. Just say something, just have a question in regards to about the matter. Shout out to Sister Cotton of Fear. Shout out to everybody that supports the movement. All right, so while I'm doing some invites, maybe I can do something like this to get the...
All right, first I want to introduce myself and say something. I want to what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? All right, my name is Lazarus Lamel. I don't know what camera I'm looking at here. Shout out to everybody, peace to everybody in the building. Shout out to Indonesia. We are here in Wilmington, America. I am happy to be here. Shout out to everybody that supports Risa Osman. Shout out to everybody that supports the Consulate General. I'm in here. This song is called Sweat. It means water. All right, run that back. Run that back. All right. The Messiah code.
Okay. Peace to the people, peace to everybody. Hopefully that was working pretty decent. I don't know if it was choppy or if it was however it was moving. I don't know if it was choppy, however it was moving. Thank you for the people that support. All right. So shout out to Sister Jasmine Thompson, our president, she who embodies the spirit of melanin in the building. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, everybody that supports. All right. I love y'all. We got many things to accomplish. Hopefully, everything's good. All right. So I'm gonna do a little bit of readings. I'm gonna talk about some stuff on here. I wanted to talk about an interesting conversation that people wanted me to talk about in reference to 5G. Is 5G actually producing the coronavirus? People actually wanted me to do a presentation on that. All right. So I will be doing a presentation on 5G and the coronavirus. All right? And how 5G does not have nothing to do with the coronavirus. And actuality, they been had 5G. It has other names for it. All right? I will be discussing that in my PowerPoint presentation. All right? So hopefully y'all here for the discussion that I'm going to talk about. I will do some readings for the people that are interested. If you are interested, Sister Jasmine, I see you in here. You picked number 27. I saw Sister Christina pick number 9. And cool, you're a first timer. Thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel also. All right? Now, like I said, hopefully everything's running smooth and I can talk to you. Thank you, Sister Kind of Fear. Thank you. All right, so okay, thank you, Christina. You here? Thank you. So you had your question. Now, first of all, before I do readings, I like to give reference to the ancestors. Now, if you don't know what ancestors I give reference to, I give reference to. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Christina. I give reference to fire, earth, water, and air. These are the ancestors that I give reference to. In some form of fashion, they connect with one of us. All right? Thank you. What came through needed to come through. You right, sis. So, let me I got you, Sister Christina. For all the other people that picked the numbers also. I got you. Just let me say something to the ancestors, give reference to the ancestors, and let me see if I can tap in. All right? And I got something special for everybody that wants to be a part of this conversation. All right? Now, you already know it's Gary go real deep. You already know it's going to go real deep. I got a PowerPoint here. Look, I got my book. I'm going to leak my book from the cradle to the grave. I'm leaking the book from the cradle to the grave. I will be leaking that book today. If you don't have the book, I suggest you get this book from the cradle to the grave. I will be breaking down the right brain and the left brain, the left brain and the right hemisphere of the network that we will be navigating through. In reference to the mainframe, I would be breaking down the ports that we will be traveling through in reference to your IPv6. For the people that are creating their IPv6, you know, this is a basic instruction before leaving Earth. For the people that are engaged in creating or erecting their trust, this is something for you. All right? So, yeah. I will be leaking the book from the cradle to the grave today. All right? So, let's go. Let's go. Let me give reference to the ancestors real quick. Thank you, Most High God, for this blessing. Thank you for everything that I'm blessed with, unseen and seen. Most High God, thank you for my protection. Thank you for the love that I have. I ask that you provide for me and that I be a medium for those that are in need for your guidance, Most High God. I ask that you share that light with me that I might share it with others, Most High God. And I ask that those that come here, they come with a divine heart, with a willing effort to what they're committed to, Most High God. And all your heavenly names, and most of all your number, which is number one, I say amen, amin, and amun, shua wutala. All right, so y'all good. Everybody's good money in here. Everybody good money. Everybody good money. Shout out to Sister Dominique. I love you. Shout out to the family. You already know what it is. All right. So if Sister Christina's in here, I'll talk about some stuff real quick. For all the people that pick numbers, you can throw your numbers back up. We got clarity. We got clarity. We about to start flexing. We about to start flexing. All right. First thing I want to talk about before, and you got to put your numbers up. You got to put your numbers up, and then I'll go in. Like I said, I'll go in. Put your numbers up. First thing I want to talk about is family. I want to talk about family, and I want to talk about the things that are missing in the family and the things that we need to bring back to the family. All right. Thank you for everybody that's in the YouTube. Thank you for everybody in the Facebook. Please make sure that you share this video. All right. Please make sure that you share this video. That'll be what's up. Real talk. All right. So yeah. Let me say this in general. All right. I want to talk about family. I want to talk about family. All right. You can put a number up, and I will elaborate on your number as I'm moving through and talking about this discussion. All right. I think this is a very important discussion that I need to talk about. Shout out to Sister Bren. I see you, Queen. Shout out to everybody putting up the MeWe's too. I appreciate it. You already know what it's hitting for. Everybody pumping the hearts. Please make sure that you share this video like 10 times. That'll be what's up. Share like 10 times. That'll be cool. Give me 100%. Give me 100%. I appreciate it. I appreciate it that you give me 100%. All right, so I asked now, Sister Christina, for the people that you're not familiar with me, I say do not tell me your question. For the people that throw up numbers, that want readings, do not tell me your question. It's between you and your guardian angel, and between you and the Most High God, or whatever force that you connect up with. All right? Whatever force that you connect up with. So thank you for everybody that shared. BK Riddle, Mia, I gotta get your name. I got you though. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for everybody sharing. Now I say this before, like for all y'all throwing y'all numbers up. Listen, do not tell me your question. I appreciate it. Don't tell me your question. It's between you, your guardian angel, or whatever force that you connected with. Didn't I just pray? I prayed for me to be a medium between you and that source. That's it. For me to be a medium between you and that source. All right? So we all have different gifts that we share with the universe. And this is a gift that I will share with everyone here that is a part of the family and that want to be a part of the discussion. All right, can I get a share? Okay, so anyhow, You pick number 9. I want you, for the people that ask a question, I want you to ask about the matter. About the matter. Just say about such and such in your head. About whatever in your head. And then guess the number. All right. And then what I suggest is that you shouldn't ask something according to somebody's will also. Something that somebody else has a choice upon. You should ask something that will help you, guide you along the way. That way you can move to the next destination that you're willingness that you're trying to go to, which is happiness generally, right? More happiness or better happiness in some form of way, abundant happiness. All right. So I'm very good. So nah, you good, Sister Christina. You so good. Shout out this Sister Sharice. Thank you, Sister Sharice Richmond. I appreciate it, Queen. Yeah, thank you everybody that supports in the movement. All right, I have books that I have wrote. You can get on Amazon.com, or you can just support me by donating, and I'll send you some of my books also. And it's other things that I do for the community in general. Just connecting up. I'm just sharing my spirit with y'all and how we can literally link this universal principle of love. All right. So you pick number 9, Sister Christina. Number 9 deals with joy and happiness. That was a good number to pick for the question that you asked. That's what's so good. Faru, joy, 9 months. All right. Give it 9 months, Queen. All right. 9 months. Give it 9 to 7 months. I'm going to say that. But you picked a good number, which was Faru, which is joy. That was the best number to pick if you was asking that question. So if you would have picked another number, I would have said something else. But that was a great number. Faru is joy, 9, which you give birth to an idea. Any thought or mental activity, anything you give birth to mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially, that's birth in some form of fashion. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to think about that. But you picked the symbol, which is called Faru, joy. Thank you, Sister Sharice, for the share. Anybody else sharing the video, you'll see your name, everything popping up. Look out for the cookout. Let's do this. Thank you for everybody on the Facebook, everybody on the YouTube. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna share something interesting in private with y'all. All right. So yesterday I had a fist fight with one of my sons, with my 16-year-old son, y'all. All right. Look, listen. I want y'all to listen to me real quick, yo. I had a fist fight with my 16-year-old son. My 16-year-old son yesterday, y'all. I did not broadcast yesterday, and people say, "Really? You had a fist fight? I thought you righteous and everything like that." I want to talk about I want to do readings on here, but I want to talk about family, and I want to talk about the things that the children are missing, and in general, how we got to be the pillar in our family, and it's a way to defeat certain things, yo. All right. It's a way. I got my other son. He's 17. He here. Listen, it's a way to defeat hatred, and it's with love. I want to express something here to y'all today, and I'm gonna give y'all my testimony of something that happened with me and my son. All right. 16 means quarantine. It means actually it's the surgeon. You have to quarantine yourself in some form of fashion. All right. Whatever your question is about, you have to separate and quarantine yourself. It doesn't have nothing to do with the coronavirus. Do not pick a number over 31, 1 through 31. Pick a number between 1 and 31. That's your birthday. All right. But listen, y'all. If y'all real people, let me share something with y'all. Sister Sharice, listen. Other people in here, y'all real people, let me share something with y'all. And put some comments in the comment section. All right. But let me share something real with y'all so y'all can understand where I'm coming from on this. I told y'all, listen, pause every fucking thing. I told you yesterday I had a fist fight with my 16-year-old son. All right. Now, I didn't broadcast yesterday in light of what happened. In light of what happened. All right. Now you want to say, "Wow, you look pretty decent for having a fist fight with somebody." Having a fist fight with somebody. In actuality, I'm not decent. I'm not decent because my heart is still repairing as well as many other things are repairing in light of what happened. All right? And I want y'all to listen to me on here. My heart and many other things are repairing in light of what happened. All right? So it's hard. It's hard literally doing this. It's hard doing anything that you would try to do in inspiration. It's not an easy journey. It's not something that that's going to be easy. But the idea is to persevere and move through it. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. So now, sometimes as fathers, and this is for the fathers, I want y'all to listen. As fathers, we lose we lose time with our children for certain things that we're going through with either the mother, or we're going through with ourselves, or we're trying to do, or whatever. We lose time with the children and in light of everything. All right? I want y'all to listen to me, Sister Sharice. Everybody, shout out to Brother Jerry. Shout out to Sister Bliss. Thank you for sharing. Brandisha, thank you, Sister Brandy. Shout out to Justice Rose. Yeah. But listen to me on here. You know, we lose time with our children as fathers, man. We have problems with the female, and I want y'all to understand this. Females too, like y'all females, when y'all pick a person to mate with, y'all gotta understand who y'all mating with. Y'all gotta understand who y'all mating with. You just can't get pregnant by anybody. For real. You just can't be pregnant or getting pregnant by anyone at all. Shout out to Meta World Peace in the building. What up, King? Peace, my king. There you go. Thank you, my bro. Thank you for hitting me up too, calling me up, man. Hit me up, man. We gonna link. But listen to what I'm saying. It goes back to the fact that when we had I'm talking to the women and the men on here, and I'm gonna bring this all back to family situations. All right. Now, I went and got my children this week, right? In light of what was going on, I brought my children down with me, and I said, "Yo, let's spend some time." But it was something that I smelt. I always smell with all of my boys. Listen, if y'all don't know, I got 12 children, all right? 9 of them so happen to be boys, all right? Listen, 9 of them so happen to be boys. I got 12 children. That's what it is, all right? I got my own tribe of Israel, if you want to call it that, all right? So, yeah. So, all of my boys, I always smell something in all my boys. Like, they always have a level in their life where they want to fight me. You know what I'm saying? Where they want to fight me. I'm dead serious. And if y'all boys, y'all know what I'm talking about, because y'all probably wanted to fight y'all dad. Am I right or wrong? Thank you, Sister Bren. Thank you. Am I right or wrong? Like, I got 9 boys, y'all. This ain't no fucking joke. This ain't no joke. This is family. We talking about family situation. Y'all in here, share this video. Listen, man. Listen. I'm telling you, I had a fist fight with my son. My son's 6 feet, and he's freaking 300 pounds. I had a fist fight with my son yesterday. Alright? I'm going to tell you what was going on. This is real shit. This is real story, and I want y'all to listen. If y'all smart people, y'all intelligent people, stay on. If y'all weirdos just want psychic readings and just want to use me up, just check in and check out, because I already put in my work. You feel me? I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real, man. Let me keep it real. But listen to me on here. Listen to me. So anyhow, share this video too. Please share this video. Thank you. Share the video. So, like I said, just like me, I always smell it's a time that all my sons, they gonna test my chin. They gonna wanna fight me. They gonna wanna harm me. Like really harm me. Whether you know it or not. They really harm me. You say, really? Yeah, it's gonna come. Look, fathers, if you in here, it's gonna come a time where one of your sons, if it's on that level, they're gonna wanna harm you. You say, really? Yeah. To the point where they'll want to fight you or test your chin. You know what I'm saying? Just like you tested your father or your mother's chin at one point in time. All right? So, yesterday was that day for me and my son. I already smelt it, though. I already smelt it. Now, it's certain things that you got to watch out for if you fathers and you coming back into the family and you just trying to get your rhythm back. You got to understand what Lamel has done. You got to understand I was a hip hop artist. I was signed. I actually took a tour. I was on tour for a couple years, on tour of the whole United States, performing, doing all types of stuff. Like, I've really done that. Like, I was an underground hip hop artist. I am a legend. I am legend. For real. In my city, in my town, I am a legend. I am literally a legend. All right? This is not no joke. So I really was signed. I really went across the country, really went performing, really went doing all types of things. But what y'all don't understand is, yeah, that's good. That sound fly. Yeah, Lamel, you did that shit. But what's up with your children? What's up with them? Bang. That's the key that you gotta listen to when I'm talking about on here. Yeah, you can get all that stuff and do all certain things, but guess what happens? You lose time with your children. You lose time. You lose time. Real talk. So it was something that went on with me in reference to when I went to California. I went to other places to live and to set up shop and set up my life and everything like that and pursue my dream. It was just other things that was going on with me. And, I was like, man, but I was losing time with my kids at the same time. So y'all might probably be going through y'all situation like this or whatever. Y'all got y'all dreams or hopes or whatever y'all tried to do with something that you had to finish until, you had to finish. And that's what it was with me at that point of time. So guess who suffered? The children suffered. My sons suffered. You know what I mean? I didn't get to go to basketball games. I didn't go to other things that I wanted to go to or, be there, just sneaking up on them in school and shit. I didn't get to be that. Can I get a share, man? This is a confession, but this is a testimony. This is a testimony of what I went through and what I'm going through, and maybe certain other fathers can understand this. All right? So I wasn't there for what I wanted to be there for in actuality. And then not only that, I end up getting locked up for dumb stuff. I get locked up for like dumb stuff I'm not even, I didn't even commit. I got locked up for a crime I didn't even commit in Louisiana. And think about that, 9 months of my life fighting the case, and you still away from your kids. It doesn't matter. You're away from your kids. All right? Like, some stuff happened to me like that. You know what I mean? Real things happen in my life, but at the same time, space and time happen between me and my children. You know what I'm saying? Now, throughout my 20s, I'm going to tell you, I was literally... I would say married, but not married to a woman that was my childhood love. All right, when I was basically 20, and she was like 18. We just locked it in for like 10 years. We locked it in. And what was so deep was we just had children after children after children. So a lot of my children, 7 of my children are by one woman. I'm just telling y'all. So y'all can just say, wow, he got all these children. He got 12 kids. Well, 7 of them are by one person. All right? If y'all want to listen. All right? So, yeah. But anyhow, my son, what happened with my son was, and I smell things as flattery. You know, when I come around, right? You gotta think about it. Now, when dad come around, dad don't come around like that. Dad come around like yo, boom. But dad got a pocket full of money when dad come around. That's me. That's me. You feel me? Think about it. That's me. I come around, I got a pocket full of money. I want to share it with him because I'm like, yo, boom. I got something I want to share with y'all. I might not been there or whatever, but hey, I can't buy your love, but hey, we going to have a good time because I want to do it up. This is how I be with my kids. Shout out to everybody sharing this video. This is real life talk. If y'all, and this is a confession and testimony. So like I said, you know, I come back, I'm a dad, I come back, I'm like, yo, I got a pocket full of money. You know, I be out on tour, I go traveling the world and doing all types of stuff. I'm like, yo, look, listen, come on, let's go out. What do you want? What do you want to eat? What do you want? What do you want? I got you. What do you want? But that doesn't work. If y'all think that works, that doesn't work. It's something else still deep down inside that you got to get out of these kids because guess what? You still wasn't there, and that time and that money ain't, or that little sporadic splurge is not going to fix this situation. That little sporadic splurge ain't going to fix this situation. So listen to me on here. So I smelt that with my son. You know what I'm saying? I smelt that with my son. This son, he's real. He's a big son and he's strong and he got anger issues. He has had anger issues in the past. So I already knew what I was dealing with. In essence. But yeah. So anyhow, his birthday came up. I made sure I blessed him with something that I would like to give him. You know what I'm saying? I blessed him with something I like to give him. But even that didn't work. I already knew it was still something deep down inside of my son that I had to get out, which was our fight. So that way, me and him will never fight ever again. All right? So yeah, real talk. This is how it was going down. Shout out to Sister Sandra Sunshine. I see everybody in the building. I love you. So like I said, I knew it was something deep, still rooted in my son. I blessed my son on his birthday. I looked out for him, though, for real. You know what I'm saying? His birthday just passed in January. So, you know, he still got what I gave him for his birthday. He treasures it. It gave him a MacBook, like a hot MacBook that he can just take anywhere he go. He got Netflix, all that shit on there. He's strapped. You know what I'm saying? But listen, that still didn't do nothing because it was something still deep rooted inside him, which was our time and our space that we didn't spend together. Me traveling the world, me trying to do my holy thing, me trying to find myself, becoming a man. Look, listen, me becoming a man, finding myself so I can be a better person for my children. It was still time and space with my children, and the children, they not seeing that sometimes. They not understanding that you still, as a man, you're trying to find yourself so you can be a better man for them. All right? And that's what I had to do in general. You know, I found myself through certain schools of thought. I found myself, you know, shout out to Sister LaUnc. I see you in here, Queen. I found myself through God, or whatever you call God, or the higher force. I found myself through traveling the world. I found myself through these things, and the only way I can be there for my children or be myself or be who I can be was doing that. And I had to get all of that out of me. All right? So, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, it came to the point, like I said, I went and picked up all my kids. Y'all know I got this new house, right? Y'all know that. Y'all know I migrated from New York. All the crazy stuff. This is a real true story. Like, y'all listen to me. What's going on? Y'all know, for everybody that's in New York, y'all know I was in New York every day, grinding, hustling, working. Y'all know that. Y'all know they laid me off. Y'all, man, real talk. Y'all know what happened, man. They laid me off. You know that. I had to really put together my money, and I said, man, you know what, I'm out of here because this stuff is crazy. And I went down Baltimore and went and grabbed the crib up, just riding around in my car, doing lives on my car. Look, doing lives, charging up my phone from my car, doing lives, looking for a house in Baltimore. Found a house. Now I done laced up the whole damn house. Did y'all see that story? Did y'all not see that story? Did y'all not see that story? Me getting it from the bottom. Did y'all not see that story? Did y'all not see that? You know what I'm saying? Start that watch party. Thank you, Sister Christina. I appreciate you, Queen. But did you not see that story? Me in New York working every day. I be broadcasting, telling y'all when I'm going to work. I be broadcasting at work. They laid me off. They said, man, this coronavirus, bang, laid you off. I said, oh my God. I said, man, the city is Gary go bananas. I started going bananas too. I'm living, riding, doing broadcasts in my car down in Baltimore for 3 days looking for a house, saying, I got the money. I got the money. Get me in the house. Give me a house. I got the money. Did you not know what was going on? Real true story. Taking my nieces and my nephew. Like, yo, let's go. Real talk. This is real story that what happened. But anyhow, just bringing it back. Like I said, I got this house set up, a new house. So I'm not moving around. And if y'all don't know, I actually went to New York to go to school, to go to college. Y'all don't know that. I was living in California. I moved from California to go to New York to work and go to college. All right? That's what I was doing to better myself. All right? If y'all don't know, I said, for real talk, for all the black men or whatever you want to call yourself, all my whoever, stand up. All my fathers, stand up. Stand up, because it's never too late. That's how I felt. I'm 40 years old. I said, man, I'm going to college. I prayed to God. I said, man, God, I want to go back to school, God. I said, God, please put me in school. God, please help me get back in school. And guess what? I prayed that in California, and then I got accepted into a college that I started going to in New York. I was working at Studio 54, and I was going to college at Ace Institute of Technology, which I am still attending at this moment, doing online classes as of right now. All right, I'm just telling you, that was me. Shout out to Sister Shirley. I see you, Queen. So that was me. Anyhow, I set up a new home, right? And then I said, man, you know what? I'm going to go get all my kids, because I don't have no baby mama drama, y'all. I'm going to keep it real. I don't got no baby mama drama. So the moment I set up shop, all I got to do is tell my children, moms, drop them off. Drop them off, or do I got to come pick them up? And it's like this. No problem. No issue. All right? So I'm telling y'all, this is how it went down. So anyhow, look at this. So what I did was I went and got all my sons, and I got one of my daughters. I didn't get my other two daughters. I just got one of my daughters, and I got I got most of my sons. Now, you know, one of my sons is in the Marines right now. One of my sons is actually in the Marines right now. Shout out to my son, Maqua Rodriguez. I love you, my son. Hold your head up in the Marines right now. Yeah, my son is actually a Marine. You know, I'm proud of him for making that choice. It's cool with me. It's cool with me for him making that choice. For all y'all people that's righteous and say, oh man, your son is a Marine, and how could you be righteous and your son is a Marine and you support that? I support my son's choice of being a Marine. If he wanted to do that, that was his choice. All right, real talk. Now, Now, listen. Now, I got one of my other sons, right? Now, I got one of my other sons. What's so deep is one of my other sons, he, like I said, he's at that age. He's 16. He's at that age. Now, he's big. My son is big, y'all. He's almost 6 feet, and he's about 300. All right, listen, my son is really big. He ain't tiny like that. He's huge. All right. So anyhow, he's about that. He's right. He's right. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, what happened was this, right? What happened was this. We get into a little altercation over something petty. Over something petty. I already know. Guess what it was, man? It was over a haircut. Yo, listen, Jazz. Listen, Jazz. It was over his haircut. Now, his hair looking crazy. His hair looking crazy. All their hair looking crazy. They ain't seen a barbershop in years because it just looks, and they cool with that shit. I'm like, no, man, listen, this is how I'm like, yo, y'all gonna look like somebody love y'all in here. So y'all getting haircuts and we lining this up. This is what I did with my son. Shout out to Sister Gem. I love you, Sister Gem. Shout out to the family. You already know. So, I told all my sons, I said, man, all y'all are lining up. This is what it is. So, you already know a son's theory is that his dad can't cut hair. That's a son's theory. No matter what y'all think about it, a son's theory is that his dad can't cut hair. No matter what y'all say, no matter how y'all dad. Shout out to my brother Brandon. What's up, Tink? What's up, Tink? I see you in here, King. But a son's theory is that his dad can't cut hair. You feel me? And his dad don't have that swag that we got. You understand? Because we young. You understand that? It's always a son's theory. No matter what age, no matter where y'all at, how it is, y'all already know what I'm talking about. It's always a son's theory that his dad can't cut hair. Now, I can cut hair. If y'all don't know, I can cut hair, I can braid hair, I can do any damn thing with hair. You know what I'm saying? But look, check this out. So he told me, he said, man, I want to cut around like this. Boom. I said, all right, boom, look. I said, okay, cool. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, man, boom, boom, boom. And you know how you get put the blend in? Man, I hit him like this. Look, this dude said, oh my God! Oh my God! Look, he went like this. Look. He's sitting in a chair. Look, he's sitting in a chair, right? Look. He's sitting in a chair. I hit him with the blend. You know how you hit the blend off, right? Y'all know if you cut hair, you got to start it off with basically like a line to line it to when you moving it, right? So, an edge line so you can do the blend. So look, yo, my son, he gonna go, look, I'm going like this. I cut his hair a little bit. This dude gonna go, oh my God, yo. He pulled out his phone. He said, oh my God. The nigga just started going crazy. He said, yo. He like this. He get up like, yo, what the you do to my hair? I said, yo, who the fuck are you talking to like that? I'm like, who are you talking to like that? Like, seriously, I'm getting snap out. I'm like, yo, who are you? I'm like, yo. I said, listen, you acting like that, you gonna walk around like that. He said, I don't give a fuck. I'll walk around like this. I'm like, yo, who the fuck are you talking to like that? Right? So he like, I'm talking to you. Nigga. And I'm like, nigga, I'm like, what? He's like, yo, you already know it's on from there. It's already on from there. I'm like, you already know it's on from there. So look, so I said, okay, this is what we doing. Get your shit on. We going out to the backyard. He said, all right. Now he said, man, fuck you, motherfucker. We going out to the backyard. We going to the backyard then. This is my son talking to me like this. Now I'm like, yo, I said, I can't believe this dude is talking to me like this. I said, yo, I can't believe my son is talking to me like this. So I said, he must really hate me. Like the way he was talking to me, he was talking to me like I was somebody out in the street. So I'm like, yo, son, you talking to me like that? For real? You really gonna talk to me like that? So what's up, John? I see you, King. So anyhow, I'm like, yo, come on, we going out in the back. Boom, put your shit on. Bow, 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 bow. So he's putting all this shit on and everything like that. So we go out in the back. So, boom, when we go out in the back, look, I go like this. I don't know if he really want to fight. He really want to fight. So, he really want to fight. I said, oh, man, this nigga really, really want to fight. He really hate me. I said, man, damn, man, my son really fucking hate me. So, yeah, look, I said, I walked back. This is what I did. I walked my back to my son. Listen, I walked my back to my son to test him, to see if he really hate me. Yo, real talk. I walked my back to my son to see if he really hate me. I said, man, go ahead, hit me in my back. I said, hit me in my back. I said, guess what he did? He pushed the shit out of me in my back. I said, oh, okay. I took it. He pushed the shit out of me in my back. So I said, all right, I took him to my shed. I said, all right, come on, boom. So we locked it in. So soon as we locked it in, he put up his hands. I put up my hands. Look, listen, he swung on me, bow. I swung on him, boom. Then next thing you know, this nigga started wrestling me. My son started wrestling me. I said, oh my God. This big ass nigga wrestling me. My son slammed the shit out of me. I said, fuck. He slammed the shit out of me. I said, damn. Man, look, I rolled out. I hit him up. Boom. Then he hit me with a two-piece. Bow, bow. I said, damn. Oh, he really want to get it. So, boom. Listen. He wouldn't stop though. Like he really wanted, he had some hatred in his eyes. So me and him started fighting. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo. He wouldn't stop. So I just stopped. I just put my hands down. I said, go ahead. Do whatever you want to do. I told my son, I said, do whatever you want to do. I said, go ahead. Look, listen, no joke. This is real shit. I told my son, I said, man, go ahead. Do whatever you want to do. Get all your hatred off. Guess what he did? He hit me. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like this. Like, pow, 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 pow. I had to take it like, I said, now, hit me again. I said, hit me again. Yo, it was like this. Listen, for real. And I had all my kids out there. It was dramatic. It was crazy dramatic. I'm like, hit me again. I'm like, get it all out. I stopped fighting them. Listen, I stopped fighting them. I'm telling you, I stopped fighting them. Because it was like, I didn't want to look at my son like he's my enemy. Because he's not my enemy. My son is my son. He had something in him which was a demon. It was a real demon, yo. It was a real demon, a real hatred, something that he had inside of him. Trust me on that. So I'm like, yo, man, get it all out. I'm like, get it all out. Look, I'm telling you, he hit the shit out of me. Boom, boom. He almost had my shit like really like swelled up. I don't know if I look whatever. I look pretty decent, but I took that. I ate it. When I say I ate it, he hit me like bow, 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 like this, and I'm standing up like this. My son's 6 foot 300. I'm like, ugh. Listen, so he really had hate. He really had hatred for me, but he had a hatred inside his heart too. He had a hatred inside of his heart too. So anyhow, let me tell you how it went down. So I said, he's like, go away. I said, I'm not leaving you. I was standing right there. I would walk everywhere with him. He was like, go away, motherfucker. I was like, I am not going away, son. I'm not leaving you. I said, I love you. I said, I love you. He said, you don't love. I said, I love you. I said, I love you, man. That's all. I kept on telling him, I love you. Like, listen. I said, that's all you got. I kept on telling him, that's all you got. If you got some more, get it off. Listen, I love you. That's all I kept on telling my son, man. Man, that's all I kept on telling him. For real, man. And then I had my other son there. Man, it was like, I'm like, yo. And I broke down in tears. I was crying, yo. I was really crying really bad. I was really, really crying. It really hurt me. It really hurt me a lot. I had my other son. My other son's my pride and joy. My other son, Aquemini, man, he's my pride and joy, man. Like, he brought me back. Yo, Aquemini! Yo! Aquemini! This dude, I'm gonna get him to come down here. It's my testimony. Yo, he's my rock. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I said something to him. He was just trying to diffuse the situation the whole time. I said something to him. I'm like, yo, look, listen. I said, son, you hate me too, man? I said, man, you hate me too? I was like, not him. I was like, not him. Don't tell me you hate me too, dog. That's why I said to him, like, please don't tell me you hate me too. You got that feeling of hatred too. And then I just walked away from him. And then it was like something that clicked inside of him that really broke. Like, really broke. Like, he came in, I was just in the house. He came in the house and he just started hugging me and crying. Like, I'm telling you, I'm just holding back. I'm holding back right now. I'm holding back because I didn't cry so much. Like, my son just started crying. He said, Dad, don't let me go, man. He said, don't let me go, Dad. He said, Dad, don't let me go. He said, Dad, don't let me go. Because he know how I feel. He know how I feel, man. He know how I feel, man. He really know how I feel about this situation. So he's like, yo, man. And he was just like hugging me, holding me, crying like, Dad, please don't let me go. Please don't let me go, Dad. Please don't let me go. And it was like real, man. It hurted. It hurted, man. When he came in, and my other son, I'm like, yo, because he's still angry. He's still going crazy. I said, man, just sit out front, man. You going to wait for your mom. That's what I told him. I said, man, just sit out front, man. You ain't coming in my house. You going to have to wait for your mom, man. Everybody else going to have to get your stuff, and you going to have to wait for your mom. And then that was so deep. What was so deep about this was when his mom came. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all women, sometimes I want y'all to listen to me on this. The children are listening to y'all whether y'all know it or not. When y'all say something about the baby father, man, he ain't shit, man. Your dad ain't shit, man. Fuck your dad. Or whatever like that. The children are listening to that. You understand me. The children are listening to that. So, now we've been doing this for over 20 years now. We talking about 20 plus years now. We're not talking about no couple month relationship or a knick-knack paddywhack. We talking about over 20 something years. So if she say fuck your dad ain't shit, that doesn't mean that she ain't gonna fuck with your dad tomorrow, or she ain't hollering kicking with your dad tomorrow, or we going to kick, or she might not talk to your dad for 6 months. Thank you, Sister Brittany. Thank you. She might not talk to your dad for 6 months, but she still bang with your dad when she call, whatever. And when it all comes down to it, me and that woman been through 10 years of hell with them kids. 10 years of hell. I mean, 7 of them back to back. Come on, man. Homeless. Didn't have shit. We had shit. Where I had to work and she didn't have to work, or whatever I had to do. The grind and make it happen. She know. Look, listen. She had to explain that to them kids. She had to explain that to them. She, look, when she came, look, it was so deep. When my ex came, when she came, she set it off. When I say she set it off like this. Because my son, my 16-year-old was expecting for his mom to be on his side to ride with him, because she like, that's my baby. Ain't nobody gonna hurt my baby. Whatever like that. And I get that. Because it's times like that where you be like, oh, she be like, oh, don't hurt my baby, or like that. Because she know that if I really get angry, I really hurt that boy. So she be like, don't hurt my baby. Don't hurt my baby. So at this point, she wasn't like that. She was like, yo, man, look, listen. Yo, that's your dad. She said, what do you think? I was going to take your side on this? That's your dad. Ain't no way you supposed to disrespect in no form of fashion, or let alone act like you want to throw hands with your dad. That's your dad. And then he like, but no, it doesn't matter what I say about your dad, or what I that's your dad. That's me. That's how I feel sometimes. I'm entitled to my feelings. This is what she's saying to the children. This is what she's saying to all of them. And this is something that y'all need to take with y'all as a testimony. Because me and my children's mom, we don't see eye to eye as shit. We don't see eye to eye on nothing at all. Probably nothing but them children. We see eye to eye on. But in actuality, she like, yo, man, listen, that's your dad, man. That's your dad. Like, what are you doing? Like, this your dad. You act like, what is up with you? If you got something up with your dad, talk to him. Talk to your dad. Like, it's a time, you old enough where you can take a walk with that man and talk to that man. You want to fight with that man because you feel some sort of way. It's something that you need to get off or whatever. And then she was like, oh, Dad, you wasn't here or whatever because you went on a tour. You went to California. You went different places touring the world. You know what I mean? You wasn't here. And I feel some sort of way about that. She was like that, though. Won't you say that to your dad? That's how you feel. That you feel as though you left us because you was pursuing your dreams. And tell your dad how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Don't, if that was the case, take a walk with him. And this is what she said to him, like real talk. She's saying it to all of them like this. And she like, look, this is your dad. This is what she said. She said, man, either fuck with him or don't fuck with him. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up?
Can you see if you can download this?
No, I'm live. Are you gonna get the people or me with or something?
After.
Yeah, I'm live. Give the people or me with. All right, get out here. All right, get out here. I'll do it for you.
It's only $6.
No, I'm not buying nothing. And you better not do it on my account. Think about you doing something on my account. These children are crazy. Yo, man. Anyhow, like I said, she took my side. She held me down. She was on my side, man. She was like, man, she held me down. She said everything that I needed her to say, like really the follow up. But let me tell you something, real talk. In a certain sort of way, my way, I had to do that with him. I had to do that with my son. I'm going to keep it real. I had to. You know what I mean? Because it was an exorcism that I did yesterday with my son. Somebody asked me, they said, it's one of my good people in my life that I love, man. They said, "Oh, you and your son had a fight." They thought I was playing. She was like, "Who won?" I was like, "Love won. Love won." She was like, "Nah, for real, y'all was fight." I was like, "Nah, we was fighting for real. Me and my son really had a fight." But let me tell y'all something. Who won in this situation? Love won. That's the thing that won in this situation. Love won. All right. We had the chance to let love win in this situation. All right. Real talk. We had a chance to let love win, man. And that was the best thing that I can say. That's the best thing I can say about the situation. Because when my son left, guess what? We started hugging. I hugged my son. I said, "Look, man, I love you." And one thing is, let me tell y'all something. Like, my son is going through something because he's overweight. Like, let me tell y'all something. All my other sons, they got the body shape like I got. Like, I got body. If you look at my body shape, look at me. I'm over 40, and look how agile I am. You know what I'm saying? So all my sons got my body shape like me, except for him. He's the only one that is overweight. All right? But it's times, look, let me tell y'all something. I want y'all to listen to me on here. It's times that I didn't hug my son and told him, I said, "Look, man, you beautiful to me, man." I said, "If you want to work on your body, you want to work out, that's cool. We'll work out, and whatever. I got you. But look, my son, you beautiful to me. I love you, man. I love you, man." Real talk. That's what I told him. I said, "Man, I love you. You beautiful to me, man." I had to keep on hugging him sometimes, man, and tell him he beautiful, man. And he's overweight, man. He's overweight, and he's not as handsome as my other sons, man. All my other sons is like, they got, like I said, they got my body shape and stuff like that. But he's the only one that's overweight. So they always cracking on him, like they always cracking on him, and sometimes he has self-esteem issues. So I gotta tell him to reiterate to him that, yo, I love you, son. You're beautiful to me, man. Forget what anybody else say. Your individual uniqueness is beautiful to me. Real talk. I be having to tell my son that, you know. And that's what was so significant about family thing, and that's how love conquered the situation. Thank you. Love conquered the situation, man. Love totally conquered the situation, and I was totally happy about the outcome, because at the end we hugged, and she said this. She said, "Man, your dad is here, man. Your dad." She said, "Man, if you wanna bang with your dad, be with your dad. If you wanna kick it with him, like link up with him, like come on, like man, we don't make no problems. We have to grow the love in the children. All right, that's Malachi 4:2. For anybody that want to know, it's Malachi. You can go to Malachi chapter 4 verse 2 on here, and that's a good something that we can build and elaborate on. For anybody in the YouTube, you can put it in the comment section. Anybody in the Facebook, you can put it in the comment section also. All right. But this is real story, man. I wanted to tell y'all my testimony, and this is what happened. This is the thing what happened. Now think about it. Like I had 5 children here, five children from my ex-wife. I have 5 children from her that was here. So we gave them the choice. We said, "Yo, anybody that wants to leave, y'all can leave. Anybody that wants to stay, they can stay." So my son Aquemini, he was the only one that stayed. All right, but that really didn't matter to me. What mattered to me was who was going to call me and see was I all right. And guess what? One of my other sons called me. His name is Sia. He called me. He's real special to me. He called me. He called me 2 o'clock in the morning. He said, "Dad, are you okay? Dad, I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. I just want you to know I love you, Dad." And that right there, he called me 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning, like out of nowhere, like, "Dad, I love you, Dad. Like, I really love you, Dad." And that right there, that's all I needed. That's what I was waiting for. I needed. They got the choice of who wants to go home, but at the same time, one of them called me up and said, "Dad, I love you, Dad." And that right there, that's all I needed. I needed that. That touched my heart. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my testimony, man. That's my testimony. And y'all fathers, man, I'm gonna say this to give y'all some advice in some situations. If you trying to get back in your kid's life or your children's life, and you feel as though, man, it's so much time you've been away, you know what I mean? And then you come with a pocket full of money, and then you try to have that time, and then you do what you do with the kid. And then you gotta dip and you gotta go, and then cause you still trying to figure it out. All I'm trying to say is, when you do get that time with them, and you do got that pocket full of money, and you spending that time with them or whatever like that, because whatever, have that talk with them, that anger talk. Get that anger out the way before it even takes place. Before it even takes place, because anger is guarded by flattery. Listen to me on that. Y'all gotta listen to me. That is the words of wisdom, and I want you to understand that. By experience, I know that. Anger is guarded by flattery. Alright? Anger is guarded by flattery. It's guarded by many other things, but one of the main things that anger is guarded by is flattery, man. Trust me. Trust me. Look for the flattery. Because the flattery, the underborder flattery is anger also. Alright? So when you doing your best, y'all fathers trying to get back in your children's life, already know. Like I said, just work on it piece by piece. But do your best to get that out. Bring that out. Alright? So yeah. I wanted to talk about some things in reference to the coronavirus. And I wanted to talk about, I know people are tired of hearing that goddamn word. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of the mindset of it. I'm not afraid of nothing. I'm going to keep it real. Ain't nothing stopping me from living my life. I really don't go out and see that many people anyway. I just be broadcasting. And I do what I do. I keep my life basic. But we all got to make money. We all got to make some form of currency to connect up and link up with each other in some form of fashion. We all got to make money, you know what I'm saying? And this is really, in some form of fashion, moving towards human extinction. This type of thing is moving towards human extinction. So I really want y'all to be aware of that. I really want y'all to be aware of that. And I'll explain a lot of stuff. I want to do a PowerPoint presentation. It's too late for me to do the PowerPoint on 5G, how 5G is not connected to the coronavirus, how 5G does not have anything to do with the coronavirus. All right? Now, when I say it does not have anything to do with the coronavirus, I got proof behind this. It's not just something I'm saying. I got proof behind what I'm saying. All right? If you don't know by now, I go to college for information technology. That's what I major in. All right? That's what I go to college for. So, yeah, we talking down my alleyway. All right? Matter of fact, I'm looking at it in one of my college books right now. that happens to cost like $300. And I got some other stuff in one of my other college books that I'm going to break down from that. And I'm going to give y'all all the terminologies and everything, how 5G was already here, how 802.11, all the various versions of 802.11 was already here before they hyped it up in mainstream media. All right? Which y'all call 5 gigahertz. I'm going to say it's been here for a while. And then I'm going to even break down the natural phenomena of the electromagnetic wave, and how actually radio waves can, natural phenomena can cause radio waves also. Natural phenomena can also cause radio waves. And I'm gonna break that down in my PowerPoint presentation. All right? But in general, I'm going to break down mind controlling parasites too, because people don't take account. They talk about coronavirus, but they don't talk about parasitic wasps. They don't talk about Sacculina carcini, which they call the castrating barnacle. They don't talk about Leucochloridium paradoxum. They don't talk, which they call the maggots of the eyes. They don't talk about rabies of Hades. They don't talk about influenza. They don't talk about stuff like that. But these are mind controlling parasites in reference to that are biological agents. That are literal biological agents, and they don't talk about these things, but in general, these got something to do with they're way worse than a coronavirus could ever be. Especially what they call fiesta influenza. And then if I really go hard, like parasitic wasp is the hardest of them all, mind controlling parasites. What about Leucochloridium paradoxum? That is maggots of the eyes. It's happening to the children now. You ever see them got all that stuff in their eyes because they up all night long and they don't know the difference between the day and the night. That's called Leucochloridium paradoxum. That's a mind-controlling parasite in their eyes. You don't understand that. You don't think about it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you up at night and you don't know the difference between day and night, when it comes to the point like that, you build a certain film or a maggot in your eye. It builds up like that sometimes at some point, especially if you don't cleanse yourself like that. And you just rocking out. Guess what happens? A parasite will build in your eyes. All right? I actually had that parasite before. I'm going to keep it real. Leucochloridium paradoxum, that's why I know it so hard like that. That's why I really know it so well like that. Because I had it before. Because I'm going to tell you, Leucochloridium, this is Leucochloridium paradoxum connects with like yeast and stuff like that. Like it's really close to like yeast for some reason. It's close to that. All right. So anyhow, I was working in a bakery. I was working all night long in the bakery and stuff like that. And yeah, it was inside the yeast. The freaking bacteria or that parasite was inside the yeast, and it got in my eyes, and I had to actually get some shit to clean out my eyes. Real talk, and it was a mind controlling parasite. That is a mind controlling parasite. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about that though. Thank you for everybody sharing the video. But they don't talk about things in that, things in that nature, which is very deep. Very deep. They don't talk about, like I said, parasitic wasp. Parasitic wasp is crazy. That's another mind-controlling parasite. It's two versions of parasitic wasp, where they got one version of parasitic wasp where where basically the infection will make the host will infect someone and make them play like a security agent, like bugs. They use like this parasite actually comes from a bug. All right, so they would use the bug would basically utilize the parasite to utilize to make ladybugs play like a security agent for it. This is a parasitic wasp, or another version of parasitic wasp is when um when a wasp uses it on a roach, when it controls a roach. All right, through the it plugs the parasite into the roach's brain and controls the roach's brain. Serious, makes the roach do what it do. You're like, man, I can't even control the roaches. Yeah, it's called parasitic wasp. Look it up. And this is these are mind controlling parasites that they have weaponized. Until this day, they have weaponized these things. What about rabies of Hades? People don't talk about that. Like, people are so on to these things. Like, for all the people that eat meat and stuff like that, y'all should be on Fiesta Influenza. Y'all should be watching out for that, because y'all might be susceptible to that. And then rabies of Hades too. Now, what about toxoplasmosis, which is basically undercooked meat, undercooked contaminated meat, like when people don't cook their meat all the way and it's contaminated already, and you don't cook it all the way, all right, but it's already contaminated meat. You can get something that they call toxoplasmosis, all right. Yeah, it's so much stuff, man. It's so much stuff that I can talk about with that, especially like with the castrating barnacle, which they call Sacalina carcini. Sacalina carcini. That's the name of it, but the nickname for it is castrating barnacle. All right, but that's in Leviticus chapter 11 verse 10. If you go in the Bible, it tells you don't eat crabs. It was a reason why they told you not to eat crabs in the Bible, even though we like crabs so much, because a lot of crabs are susceptible to a mind controlling parasite, which is called Sacalina carcini, and you can go look that up, which the nickname is called castrating barnacle. And you say, well, what does the castrating barnacle do as a mind controlling parasite? It actually makes you not be able to grow, and it stunts your growth in some form or fashion. It stunts your growth. So that is what was in crabs and a lot of shellfish too. The Sacalina carcini, but mainly in crabs. All right, keep it real for all the people that love crabs, but it's meant like, listen to me, man. Children not supposed to be eating crabs at all. You know, I wouldn't even have the children eating crabs, let alone you eating crabs. All right. That's something that we shouldn't be eating. In reference to the Sacalina carcini, it was warnings about these things, man. It has, go look it up, man. It's called the castrating barnacle. It stunts your growth for anybody that's trying to grow in any form of fashion, where your children are growing and they in that spurting age. Do not have them eating crabs, because they can catch or inherit that mind controlling parasite. All right, real talk. But that goes deep, man, and I can talk about 5G. Does not have nothing to do with the coronavirus at all. They've been have 5G. You have 5G in your homes. Like, man, I don't even want to leak that conversation. I don't want to leak the bill, but if I go hard on it, you been have 5G in your homes. Only real reason why they would associate 5G with the coronavirus is this. Because with 5G, you can have robots. You can have robots that you move, you know what I mean, with 5G. You can't do it on 4G. But if they came out with androids today or tomorrow, and an android can move throughout Earth the way you move throughout Earth, it's just your exoskeleton. Would you not choose the android sometimes to take it for a spin? Most likely you will. But the only way that Android can operate is on a 5G network. So that would be your ghost in the shell situation that is happening right now. That is the only thing that you can associate with the coronavirus or any other virus that's going to hit us in the future. All right? All right? So real talk, I want y'all to listen to me on that. That's the only thing with 5G. We have 5G for a very, very long time. It like 802.11 is very different, various different versions of a WAN, or what we call a WAN, a wireless access network. It's various different versions of a wireless access network, as well as various different versions of a LAN. All right, so that's what I want to talk about. Also, too, I'm gonna build on that, man. I'm gonna build on that. You been had 5G. They been had 5G. And if this was doing something, people say, "Oh man, well look at the symptoms of the coronavirus, and look at the symptoms when you go get a X-ray." You tell me something. You tell me something. If it was affecting you that much, when you go get an X-ray, right? When you go get an X-ray, they say put on a leg, such and such, blah 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 blah, and those effects are not the same effects of the coronavirus. Real talk, that shit affects your throat and affects other parts of your body, your respiratory. It don't have nothing to do with literally dormant cells or something biologically connected to you. All right, now it can stimulate your mind in some form of fashion, because I take you back to Genesis, when basically when Cain's countenance fell, they said sin lieth at the door. That's what's happening to y'all with fear and everything. Y'all fearing so much, y'all susceptible to shit like Fiesta influenza, and you think you got the coronavirus. You say, for real? Because most people eat chicken and shit like that and pork. So you susceptible to Fiesta influenza, which is they call the walking zombie flu. Like people got the flu, don't even got it. Don't even know they got it. Just walk around like zombies. All right? Why are millions dying? I'm going to tell you this, Sister Tamara, on the reels. They shedding the planet right now. If you don't understand what's going on, this is what it's called, a shock experiment. This is called a shock experiment. What they do with different shock experiments like this, they see how the world reacts. We not acting the right way. We are not reacting the right way as a people in general. I'm going to keep it real. We are not reacting the right way. Everybody should be literally figuring out what you need to be doing or what you have to do for your survival. Period. Right now, people think about jobs. People ain't thinking about survival. People think about living in these cities, man. People ain't thinking about survival, man. People thinking about being cooped up somewhere in these buildings, like that's going to happen like that, or it's going whatever. People ain't thinking about survival. People ain't thinking about growing their food or figuring out ways that you're going to survive through this storm, man. I'm dead serious. So that's something that I really think we should be focused on, man. Y'all focus on, look, man, they figured out a way to suspend the election, man. Y'all ain't get that. They literally almost inadvertently figured out a way to suspend this year's election, and y'all ain't paying attention. Inadvertently, they figured out a way to suspend the election. How big is that? They figured out a way to suspend church. How big is that? They figured out a way to suspend court. How big is that? They figured out a way to suspend treatment in hospitals for people in need of treatment. They figured it all out before your eyes with a shock experiment. Somebody hearing me. They figured it out. They said, "Oh, we try to see if this works here." They figured out how to shed the planet. Did you not know that census is knocking on the door of everyone? What's going on? Census is knocking on the door of everyone. Does that got something to do with all of this? It might. Because everybody has to be home when the census note, you looking at the damn census note. Am I right or wrong? You looking at the census note like, man, yo, we all home. How many people in this home? You don't gotta worry about it. It ain't gonna mess up your benefits. Whoever getting food stamps, whoever, we just want to count all the people in the home. What is going on? That's the biggest question that you gotta ask yourself. But the question is this: are we set for survival? Or are we punking out? You can't punk it out. Am I right or wrong? You can't punk it out on this one. Not on this one, y'all. You can punk it out if you want. You can punk it out if you want, yo. But that ain't cool. I really had some interesting stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I ain't gonna go too deep, because what I was gonna talk about on here was this. I was gonna break down this. This is major, man. This is major. If you can take notes on that real quick, this is what I got on my screen, on my TV screen. This is the basic instruction before leaving Earth, right? I'm gonna leak this book, which is from the cradle from the cradle to the grave. I wanted to leak this book, real talk. I wanted to talk real heavy on here, but I'm gonna have to do this type of PowerPoint in the daytime, or when y'all really set, or y'all got your minds to write down some stuff. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because it's gonna go so heavy that it's gonna go real heavy. You know, this is basically, you know, the 7 layers. I'm gonna say this: everybody should know the 7 layers. The layers of the Department of Defense, and you should know the layers of the Open System Interconnection. Hold up. Which is the OSI model. You should know the OSI model, and you should know the DoD model. All right? That's the first thing that I think people should understand in reference to the mainframe. To the mainframe, and how we going to be moving through this mainframe. All right? But I need you to know these 7 layers, and I need you to know the 4 layers. All right? Because it's definitely going to go deep on here. The 7 layers: application, presentation, session, transport layer, also network, data link, and physical layer. These are the 7 layers when you look at your network. Now, this is all dealing with your networking classes. For anybody that's connected to the mainframe, or how we moving through the mainframe, this is all going to be connected with your networking class. You need to know the other 4, which is the process, application, host-to-host, internet, and network access. Those are connected with the 7, all right? So the process application layer, if you think of the application, the presentation, and the session layer, they connect up with the process application layer. The host-to-host layer connects up with the transport layer. The network, the internet layer, or what you call the 3rd layer, connects up with your network layer. All right, and then your data link, or your physical layer, is your network access. All right, but that's right there. That's something that I need you guys to write down and take that to the bank, because one thing you're going to need. Yo, close that door. Please close that door. Thank you.
Can I get an orange?
Yeah, you can. You can get an orange. One thing you're going to need is, in order for us to build up, because, you know, I'm going to give y'all some knowledge on here real quick before I get off. All right? Give me about 10 minutes of y'all time. All right? Now, for the people that are associated with the movement, you know, we got certain things in place. Listen to me, all right? You already know, King. For the people that's connected with the movement, we got certain things in place you might not know of, and I'm gonna let you know, all right? We got a baptism, all right, for the people that are initiated in our tribe, which is the Walu. We are the turtle people, all right? The Walu is another name for divine manifestation or turtle people. All right. This is Turtle Island right here. We are the ambassadors of this planet. If you do not know, we come in all sorts of shades. We come in shades of black skin, brown skin, light skin, white skin, and very, very white skin. All right. We come in all sorts of shades. All right, as the Walu people. We are also called people of the cross. That is another name for the Walu. We call people of the cross. That's why we come in so many shades and so many colors. All right, that's our tribe. That's who we are. All right, we traveled the whole world as turtle people. We traveled the whole world, and we connected, and we're related to everyone on the planet. Everyone on the planet. That's why we call people of the cross, or also called the Walu. All right? I want y'all to know that and have that clear. So y'all have that clear in your mind and know who we are as a people. All right? And another thing is, we got in place a baptism to be a part of our tribe where you are forgiven. We have a baptism by water and a baptism by fire. And upon completion of those baptisms, you are admitted in our community. All right, and that right there. Thank you for what's up, 3DM players. Please, peace. That right there brings you in our community or in our tribe, the baptism. All right. Now, another thing is. Now, baptism forgives all debt. You can set off all debt obligation with a real baptism. That's on an 8.5 by 14. That would be your chattel, your chattel paper. That would be yours. You own that. But in essence, it is a declaration of trust. It is not an indenture for your trust. It is a declaration of your trust. So that's one thing that you learn as a part of our community. All right, you formed a declaration of trust by being committed to your baptism. All right, and the next thing is, and also your man and womanhood ceremony that comes along with your baptism. And then from there, you go along with creating what is called your last will and testament. And this will be your indenture for your trust. This will be the instructions of how your trust rolls. All right, you are creating a last will and testament trust. Now, you got your declaration of trust, which is your baptism. All right, and then you move on to create your indenture or the rules and regulations for your trust by your last will and testament. All right. So now, along with that, the people that are in our community, we understand or solar stand that everything is moving to a cloud. I'm sorry I lost a couple people on here, but I want you to listen. Everything is moving to a cloud. All right. Everything. It's moving to some form of cloud where it will be memorized. It will be categorized, itemized. In some it would be in directories in some form of cloud. All right, so now I'm sharing with y'all the protocols and how the cloud operates in order for you to exist on the cloud. All right? Certain people are going to exist and certain people are not going to exist. All right? And this is real. All right? You would have to build your trust, which would be your last test, your last will and testimonial trust. All right? Where you give your body parts, everything on over to your trust. You say, well, who can I trust? Well, you got to trust yourself at some point in time in here, if this is what you're working towards, which is the future. All right? So you build your last will and testimonial trust, and as you building that, what you do is this. You create a static IPv6, not a dynamic IPv6. You create a static IPv6, and you will have that IPv6 help you or enable you actually to exist on the network. All right, to have a position in the network. And if you don't know by now, everybody here has an IPv4 address on their device. Everybody here has an IPv4, and some of y'all have an IPv6 address on your device, and that which enables you to get on the internet. All right, what you don't know is, as of 2011, they got rid of all IPv4. It was no more IPv4 as of 2011. So as of June 6th, 2012, remember the world was going to be over in 2012? That's what happened to y'all. The world was over in 2012. All right? Boom. IPv6 got launched June 6th. All right? Which means that basically it has 34 trillion different types of IP addresses. So imagine every man, every woman on the planet, every animal on the planet, everything that you can imagine, every device, every whatever on the network can have an IP address to exist on the cloud. And more. It's room for more, even more. 34 trillion. So this is the stuff that I'm telling y'all and how we will exist. Because it's coming to a point, you talking about 5G, y'all niggas is, to me, that sounds so corny to me. Because it's other technology, and people want to say 7G and 10G, just to sound fly, man. That shit sound fly just to say it. But that is not the case. It's other things that's going on that you need to pay attention to. And that's the protocol to move through the network. And that's what I'm giving y'all right now. I'm going to give you the 7 layers, which I gave y'all. The 7 layers, which is application, presentation, session, transport layer, network, and your data link, and your physical layer. That would be your OSI model. And then your DoD model would basically be your process application layer. That's your top layer. Then you got host-to-host layer, and then you got your internet layer, and then you got your network access layer. All right? Those are the 4 layers of the Department of Defense. Now, the Department of Defense had this shit patent before they even gave it to y'all, whether you know it or not. So you act like you can play the game and act like you want to do what you do, but yeah, they'll always have an eye on you because they have the underlining protocol before anyone. All right, real talk. Even before the OSI model came out of application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical layer, before those seven layers, they split it up because they created other things with the OSI, which is open system interconnection. They created other things such as the internet, what we have right now. I mean, not just the internet, because the internet been existing for a while. I'm just talking about they created the World Wide Web, which what we have, all right, which is the OSI, all right. So these are things that we need to know, and protocols, and we need to know in order to create and move through the grid. All right, which I will be sharing with y'all. And as I'm sharing it with y'all, y'all take y'all notes and build up y'all notes. Y'all build up y'all notes with every session that y'all have with me. Every session that y'all have with me, build up y'all notes. I'm telling you, That stuff that I told you about IPv4 is serious. Like, let me tell y'all something. With an IPv6, if y'all bang with me, if y'all really bang with me on this, like, I'm gonna give everybody, look, with one static IPv6 address, you can subnet mask billions of people. You can subnet mask billions of people off of one IPv6 address. Meaning that billions of people and billions of things can exist in your cloud or in your trust. That's why I need you to pay attention to what I'm talking about. The little things of what I'm talking about. And I want you to apply it to what you already know. Apply it to what you already know. But that's the biggest thing I can tell you. Everything is moving to the cloud. Everything. And for the people that been donating, that been sponsoring, thank you. Thank you for sponsoring. Real talk. For the people that been up on a late night getting this information, thank you so much. Y'all help out. Y'all help out so much. Y'all help lights on in this house because this is your house. Y'all help, me to be able to do different things with my computer and different things, to be able to network with y'all. For real, to be honest. You said we are the blueprints of all their technology. I understand that, yeah, the blueprint. Yeah, I get that. I get that. In essence, I just want y'all to know that I want y'all to understand this technology so y'all can move with it. So y'all can move with it. Please, do not be of a past regime and so confident about what we've done in the past as a people. Fuck that shit. What have you done for me lately? I mean that. As a people, we need to figure that out. Like what we done in the past is glorious, and I honor that. But I need to know, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Real talk. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I glorify. Look, I told you. Like I'm the Walu. Every piece, every person on this planet is somehow connected to me. All right, real talk. I mean that. Now listen. All I'm saying is, for anybody that wants to or considers themselves to be great as a people, what have you done lately? All right? What have you done lately? And we need to figure that one out as a people, because it's only really one people. It's two people now. I'm going to keep it real. It's two people in this world. It's only two types of people in this world. It's rich and poor. It ain't no fucking color, yo. It ain't no melanated people. It's rich and poor. It's wraith and people that are not wraith. All right? It's wraith and it's those that are the healers. It's the healers and the killers. I'm going to keep it real. It ain't even no race no more. Like, and that's why I really want y'all to I want y'all to understand. Like, I glorify everything. I glorify all shit that people done. Like, for real. I glorify the things that Chinese people done. I glorify the things that the Persians done. It's shit that people have done. Even the Europeans, I glorify things that they've done, because it's certain things that Europeans done that certain societies haven't done. All right, and it's like certain things that African societies done that certain societies haven't done, and we got to accept that, and we can move forward as a planet. Otherwise than that, y'all niggas stuck on stupid. Because I'm not about that. I'm really not about that on some other stuff. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not about that. I'm about the fact that right now is the time that we got to do something with what we have. And it's going to be a time that you understand truly what I'm saying. It's only two types of people in this world, rich and poor right now. It's rich and poor. All right? And the meek shall inherit the earth. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. So I want y'all to know that. Not saying that you have to be buddy up with people. I'm not saying that. But, I want you to understand what's really powerful, man. And it's love. It's love, man. That's what's powerful. That's truly what's powerful, love, man. And you get that, we can move forward with so many things. So that's all I want to say. I spoke my piece on here. I said a lot of things in reference to the Codex. I was talking about, in conclusion to this bill was about, I shared a testimony about me and my son, my family, how to deal with certain situations. I was talking about, 5G, how 5G is not connected with the coronavirus. I will bring up different reference points on this on a PowerPoint. I also talked about in this discussion about the network and how to move through the network in the cloud that they are uploading right now. I gave you the 7 layers of the OSI model, and I gave you the 4 layers of the DoD model. Department of Defense model, the 4 layers. I gave you those, which is application, which is the process application layer, the host to host, the internet, and the network access layer. All right, those are your 4 layers, which is the top is the process application, host to host, then you got your internet, then you got your network access layer. And then for your OSI model, I gave that to y'all also, which is your application, presentation, session, and then you go transport, network, and then you go data link, and then physical. Those are all the layers. You need to master or understand that. Then we're going to break down certain points of those layers, like the protocols that come along with the layers and what ports those protocols travel through, because this is important when you building up and moving through the network, that you know these protocols. Each is 23 different protocols for the top layer, which is the process application. So you need to know the 23 different protocols for that, which is very easy. You can just know the abbreviations. If you know the abbreviations, you don't have to know them say by say, but if you see the abbreviations, you'll know them by heart. All right, you'll know them by heart. I'm gonna give that to y'all and be like, damn, we'll be able to pass an A+ certification messing around with you, Lamel, and get a job. Yeah, messing around with me. If you do this, you'll be able to take an A+ certification and get a job networking or creating private networks for people. All right, dead serious, because they'll ask you these questions. They'll ask you these questions, or how to subnet mask in IPv4. They'll ask you these things, or how to do these things. If you don't know how to do it, then you won't be able to do it. It's not a talent that you have, but it's something that you need to know in this future, because a lot of people will be working from home in the future. So if they will be working from home in the future, what do you think they're going to need is people to set up private networks where they got access to the information wherever they at. All right? They got access to the information on that person's computer wherever they at. They can be here, everywhere. And they can unicast from here to here to there to there. All right? So that's something that people need to get on here that I'm going to share with y'all as we move forward. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you for everybody that enjoyed this broadcast, this discussion. Oh man, my body is so sore, for real. My body is so sore right now. I want to say thank you. I appreciate y'all for what it's worth. I want to stand up and stretch a little bit. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for what it's worth. We definitely got many things to do. Stay close to the family. I will be sharing great information with y'all. This stay close to the movement. Peace to everybody that enjoyed this broadcast. Shout out to my brother Meta World Peace. You already know. Thank you, King. It's always a blessing to have you in here. Shout out to Sister Janet. Love you, Janet. There she go. Shout out to Sister Jasmine Thompson, our president. She who embodies the spirit of melanin. You already know. Shout out to Sister Dominique and the family. Love you. Shout out to Sister Keisha. I love you, Sister Keisha, always holding it down in the family. You already know. Shout out to Sister Jim, Canada in the building. Tell the family I love them. We are definitely going to connect sooner than later. We are going to be one. We'll figure it out, everyone. Shout out to Sister Bren in California. I love you, Sister Bren. Sister Carla in California. Sister Laonk. Sister Fear in Georgia. Everybody, wherever you at, I love you, man. My brother Ali Jawu in Africa, holding it down. I love y'all, man. We got many things to accomplish. Just make sure y'all stay close to the movement. Everybody that's connected with this 90-day water fast, we only got a couple more days left, a couple more weeks left till May 1st. Just hold on. Hold on to that water. Hold on to that water. Continue to cleanse yourself. Continue to grow. As well as the people that's connected with our new community, which is everyone growing food. Make sure that you growing your food. You have started growing your food. Make an effort to grow your own food. Real talk. I'm keeping it real, y'all. Whether you know something about it or you don't know, make an effort right now so you can live and you learn and do something great with what we got going on. So I will be shedding more light on 5G, not connected to the coronavirus. My fault. Dang, that was the wrong place to put that. Otherwise than that, I love y'all, man. I love y'all. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you. You love me. Me is we. Shout out to my 141s, my 414s that know the 411. Shout out to my 515s, my 151s that already know that love is the greatest magic of them all. Shout out to my 616.